7,000 years ago, resilient travelers sailed out of Eastern Asia into the vast Pacific toward a 10 million square mile region called Polynesia, made up of more than 1,000 islands. These explorers didn't have compasses or maps. Instead, they used their knowledge of the stars, sun, and currents to discover tiny islands scattered across the planet's largest ocean. Nature was their teacher and guide, revealing the direction they should travel. Today, Polynesia is home to millions of people with richly diverse cultures and histories. If you look at a map, it forms a triangle. Aotearoa, New Zealand, marks the southwest point. Rapa Nui, Easter Island, is in the southeast. And up north is Hawaii, where I was born and raised. I learned about these ancestral voyagers in school and those of our modern day too, such as the crew aboard the Hokulea, a double-hulled canoe that is well known on the islands, who traveled in the same way as the ancestors did. The first Hokulea voyage was led by Mau Piailug of Micronesia in 1976. Piailug was chosen by his grandfather to learn how to build canoes and sail. Master Mau, as he's called in the voyaging community, was one of the few remaining traditional navigators who had indigenous wisdom about how to sail across the Pacific without modern technology. He agreed to guide the Hokulea on a voyage from Hawaii to Tahiti, and after a successful journey, Mau trained Nainoa Thompson, a native Hawaiian navigator, to take the vessel on a round-trip journey that hadn't been done in more than 600 years. Polynesia was discovered by these extraordinary people, Thompson said of indigenous voyagers in a video about the voyage. They were really the astronauts of our ancestors. They were the greatest explorers on the face of the earth. In 2017, the Hokulea completed a 3-year circumnavigation of the globe, docking at more than 150 ports in 23 countries, and people gathered in Hawaii to celebrate. This monumental voyage was called Malama Honua, which in Hawaiian means to care for our earth, and the trip had an explicit environmental mission. As Hawaii faced the reality of rising sea levels due to climate change, the crew wanted to visit communities who lived in harmony with nature. It was an exchange of wisdom and an act of solidarity with other people navigating how to better protect our planet. Our ancestors not only were great navigators, they were great stewards too, Thompson said. They figured it out, how to live well on these islands, and I think that is the challenge of our time on planet Earth and for all of humanity. Hokulea is pulling us into a direction of asking the question, are you going to be responsible and take action? A natural instinct for survival. It is no surprise that our desire to explore and seek out information for humanity's survival was a driving force behind the 3-year Malama Honua voyage of the Hokulea. As far back as African hominids 2 million years ago, curiosity has been the tool that has assisted us with staying alive. It helped us explore uncharted territories, find new food sources, and discover the best methods to communicate with each other. In these ways, curiosity became a critical skill for our survival, something that's been passed down to us by our ancestors that is now encoded into our brain's architecture. Today, we are all born curious, and scientists learn this by pulling back the curtain and examining what's actually going on in our brains.